Hello, dear friends, my lovely audiences. Welcome to the East West Show. Jack Chow with the East West Show with the GNE TV. Today with me is a great man of West Covina. I would say of Southern California, because in my eye, he's a hero. He's my hero. In many aspects, in many ways, and I like of elected officials of that nature. That is Mr. Tony Wu, Mayor of West Covina, rotated, and he's now council member. My dear friend Tony Wu, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for your invitation.
Good. Mayor Tony Wu is here for a city update. I recall that 2 years ago, I was at a city update, and we were talking about lots of issues that evening. And it looks like a very, not super, but to a certain extent, troublesome issues. And yet my friend, Tony Wu kick in. He was elected very, very high, with a very high vote to the city council, and things started changing. Now, on the 2-year mark, as a matter of fact, more than 2 years, 2 year and 2 months? Yeah.
2 months.
On the 2-year mark, we are doing now a city update of West Covina. And I will start with your story about how the city looks now, please.
Okay. And thank you so much for your compliment, regarding, 2 years and city changed a lot. But the truth, we haven't gone out the wood yet. So we still have a lot of challenge, I think the challenge still the financial stress. And we still have a lot of issue about that, We have about 120,000 population, and we have about 450 staff. And we do not have a utility tax. So meaning we have to pay for those service, and we don't have enough income, and then end up we have a lot of issue. And that's what the problem we have. But once upon a time, West Covina is well off. That time we have a BKK landfill. And that landfill create a lot of problem, environmental problem for us. But that landfill create like $4.5 million 30 years ago and continue paying for the city. So that time, West Covina has money to pay this, pay that. Yeah. But 20 years ago, we forced to shut down this landfill because this landfill is really bad for our health. They finally shut down, and we lost this revenue. But we had to find a replacement. But for the 20 years, the previous city and the official, they didn't really find a way. They tried a way. They try to develop the BKK side. They have a big league dream. They have a shopping mall over there. They're thinking about how can we turn around. And they did try, but in 20 years, nobody really go inside and to look into this golf course and so-called clubhouse. So for that, doesn't bring any revenue to us. And so we are continue struggling, and later on, we have a major issue on the stress. So till about 2.5 years ago, when people ask me to run for this position, and I say why, and they say, hey, Tony, we know you have a big mouth, and you have some of the ability. Big mouth meaning I like to.
I have to stop you a little bit. Big mouth, in lots of ways, has negativities in the term. However, we want to use it for that one. And I would say that to probably only indicate that you have the ability to voice out.
Yes, right? And thank you so much for clear, about what the big mouth about. But I don't mind.
You have the positive big mouth.
I don't mind at all. Because they really, I don't and shine off, stand up and talk about what I believe, and so I decide to take the challenge, took the challenge and really, and fight forward, and I got elected. But that time a lot of people say,
you won the big time.
Yeah, people say with your background, never have any political, experience, and don't have any connection, and how can you get elected? And plus, you are immigrant, and you speak English with accent. okay, and how can you let people to trust you and vote for you? Because 120,000 population, Asian, okay, only about 27%, and Chinese American is only maybe 10%. So, and they don't even vote. So how can you get a majority vote, and so you can get the power and to do what you want to do to improve the city?
Yeah, that's exactly the amazing part. In the city, when the Asian population is around 25%, I did my homework. I correct you a little bit. It's not 27, 25%. And among the 25, there are about 10% of the 25. No, of the 25, of the 100, 10% being Chinese Americans.
Correct.
And then when you win, you won the big time. And the votes come from all across.
Correct.
All across.
Yes.
It must be that way.
Yes, have to.
Must be that way. Otherwise, you will not have the votes you have.
Yeah. My
right?
policy basically want to improve entire city, meaning entire resident, okay, entire children, education, and they all my children, they all my neighbor, they all my people, and I don't care the nationality because we all equal. But I want to say a second thing is this, okay, the people say very negatively that very difficult for you to get elected. And second thing, if you get lucky, you get elected, you cannot do any change, you cannot make a difference. Very negative.
Yeah. There is probably a historical momentum back then. It was a time the nation had Donald Trump, a businessman out of nowhere, successful though, super successful, and you are a super successful businessman yourself. You're a developer, you're a banker, you're everything.
Yeah, I have to kind of clarify about. Yeah. I'm earlier than Donald Trump. Okay? I was running in 2015. I get elected on 2015 November. He didn't get elected until 2016.
Yeah, at the time when the nation needed a president with the business background, the city needed somebody with business background too, right?
Correct. Okay.
And then you prove.
Correct.
You prove your own point.
I prove my point. Okay, I'm a successful businessman and doesn't have any background as a politician and no connection at all. So
no alliance, political alliance
nobody even
whatsoever.
believe me. Not even Asian believe in me. They say, "Who is this businessman?"
What a start!
Yeah.
What a challenge!
Okay, and I don't even know how to run an election. Okay? I never run any election in my life. Okay, I never run as like a leader in my class or a chairperson or this and that. But I did as a businessman. But when I was in the college, I formed some club. So and I kind of know how to be a leader. But more important thing, I think you need to show your agenda. Okay, three things. Okay, I think three things is that you need to have a message. Okay, I've been telling people want to run. I say, I learned this from the previous city councilman and mayor. Okay, Ben Wang. Okay, one time I sit down with him. I say, I don't know how to run.
Oh, I know Ben Wang.
Yeah, I say, can you show me with some of the trick? And he said, and you just have the three things. So I remember these three things, and I really execute.
What are the three? Message.
Well, the first thing, you must have a message. You must tell people, say, what is my message? What I want to run.
Like a slogan thing.
No, more like your policy.
Your policy.
So why I want to be a city councilman, why you want to change, okay? And what you can change the city. So you need to give the people a message that I can do it. So there's a message. You need to have your policy,
and
your belief.
What is second thing?
Second thing is mechanism. You must have
a mechanism.
Mechanism, and that's called 3M, MMM. Okay. Second is mechanism is you must form your committee. People have to believe in you and help you to run.
Yeah.
So you must have mechanism that people do the cold calling, people do the mailing for you, people do the town hall meeting for you, people believe in you, and people starting organize and for you. Mechanism. You must have your team. You have a team core of the team. Okay, meaning you send the people. Okay, and then you go to the outside and gradually make it bigger. It's like a business. Okay, and number three, you must have. You tell me what is number three M? No. Money.
Oh, money.
No money, no honey. Okay. So
no money, no honey.
You must have money. Okay.
No money, no honey.
Yeah, you must have money. And luckily, due to I'm successful businessman, okay, I have money, okay, and set aside. So when I decide to run, I decide not going to do fundraising, okay, because I'm nobody. And I'm just a businessman, and then if I ask people money, people say, hey, you have more money than me. Why don't you pay for yourself?
Yeah.
So I decided to pay for myself. I decided I don't want any string attached. I do not want a big business give me any money. I do not want union member give me money. I do not want even senior citizen give me the money because I think they need money more than me.
Then I really have to say something because that's the core of Euro politics. If I would say something called Tony Wu politics, this is the Tony Wu politics that I have to pinpoint. Why? Now, you're talking about money, right?
Yes.
Okay, the whole United States, Western world, is talking money under democracy. Well, do you call it money or do you call it democracy? This is number one question. Number two, when donations, when whatever fundraising or whatsoever are involved, you're talking about favoritism. Am I right?
Yes.
Right. So you gave me money, I have to do something to make you happy.
Yeah, possible.
If you want to call it reciprocation, okay. Right? Something like that.
Yes.
I call it favoritism.
Yeah.
Now, you are favoritism free.
Correct.
You don't have any debt. You don't owe anybody anything.
Nope.
That's a good point to start.
And for example, okay, I developed a McIntyre Square and make it very successful. That's why, that's my core of my message. I want to run the city like a business, just like I make a rundown shopping center, McIntyre Square.
That's very good.
Become one of
That's
the most
very good.
beautiful, vibrant shopping mall, okay, in West Covina.
Very good. My dear audience, my lovely fellow West Covinians, call it that way.
Yes.
We're talking about our beautiful city, West Covina. With me today is Mr. Tony Wu, Council Member Tony Wu, once mayor. Once mayor, you're mayor. Mayor Wu, talking about his politics as a start. From that point on, when he was elected, we people started to see change after change after change after change. And now he's ready, moving forward, to put all the efforts in a collective way. And he was one of the founders of the WCCAA, the CAAWC, Chinese American Association Alliance of WC, of West Covina, right? So we'll later talk about that thing. And then let's take a very short moment out. And I really want to review his footsteps. It is a good role model and it is a good example. If we want to dissect it, we get an answer to American politics. So stay with us, please. Hello, dear friends, my lovely audiences. Welcome back to the show. Today, I'm very flattered with the fact that I have my dear friend, Mr. Tony Wu, one of the businessmen on earth, be my guest here, the council member of West Covina, and the once mayor, and the business developer, and a banker, everything. A man of no political background, is running the city like a pro. He is a pro, all right? So, sir, welcome back to the show. Right. The public has already noticed that I can't say day one, I say the very early days of your councilmanship, things are starting changing. First, I would like to bring it to an awareness of the public that those programs that you promote, the after-school program that you created and promoted, and later on joined handily by the whole community, that's really something like a landmark. You want to say something about that, how you thought about it, how you created that?
I think, again, okay, just I say the 3M, you must have a message, mechanism, and the money to become successful and as a campaign. So and that's what happened to me. So I remember that thing, so I share with a lot of people, say, and again, I don't take credit, okay, this is come from Ben Wang, he gave me the internship, okay, advice, so I took it, okay, and then I understand. So right now, I got elected. And as a businessman, I got elected, then I need to keep my promise. I think the most important thing is that a lot of people hate the politician is they say something during the election, but when they get elected, they forgot everything. And they say, oh, it's too tough, this and that. They give themselves a lot of excuses. Okay, so let's create a problem for all the resident, the voter. They don't trust any people want to run because now then they will keep their promise. No new taxes, end up to
keep
taxes.
the promise.
Keep the promise, deliver your campaign promise, and make it happen. Try your best, make it happen. So that's what happened to me. As a businessman, I know how to move around my angle and I try to persuade my colleague. Don't forget, city council is the power is from 5 city council. These 5 city council rotate, become mayor, and they're all equal right. But the majority, 3 out of 5, then become a policy. The city have to do it. So you have to win another 2 votes during the city council diet. Okay, and then underground, we cannot talk about any policy. It's called a Brown Act violation. So we only can debate during the open with attorney, with city manager, with public. Okay, it's called transparency. So in that way, 3 of us won't sit on the phone, this and that privately to do some fishy stuff because we have such a big power in such a big city. Only 5%, 3% run entire city. So in that case, I agree. We need to keep this Brown Act violation. So we cannot discuss any policy till you on the diet you started arguing. But luckily, okay, when I started doing my agenda, and the first agenda I come out, I still clearly remember, it's very, very important. All my agenda, my policy, all has the meaning. It's not like just one by one, it's layer by layer by layer. Just like you're building a house. You're building a change. You cannot just go spark all the places. You must have a goal. You must have a function, a vision where you want to bring
the house.
Where you want to bring the city to. Okay, so and how you build this house, how you build this magnificent, promising land, and you need to lay the foundation. So I started with the first one. My first agenda, approved 5-0, is expansion of internship. So I want
expansion of internship.
So I want the city, due to our city right now, okay, due to the financial stress, okay, a lot of staff, okay, it's kind of out of job, and a lot of position we cannot fill it up. So I let the intern coming in, okay, to help out. Okay, not only the young people can learn the experience, step into the government, at the same time we get a lot of young people with energy, and young people running around, extremely passion, eager to help and to learn. That will change some of the momentum of the stagnance of the
It sounds that you have double feature here. On one, it fills in the blanks the city might have.
Correct.
Such as I need 5 gophers of this department to go around.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah, correct.
Such as a delivery, pickup, and arrange schedules, so on and so forth,
mail lady. Okay, it's just try to let the young people have.
The second phase is that it is an opportunity to train the young people.
Yes, for our future talent.
You did it.
Yes.
And it's unrelated with money.
Nope.
Nope.
No, it has
All
nothing.
right.
Okay, it's not the city can make money.
That's a beauty, man.
It doesn't cost city anything. Okay, and the internship is something we should promote.
Get 2 jobs done,
Yes.
2 birds in the same stone.
Yes.
Right?
And the young people really love to be an intern.
Of course.
And
that's obvious.
And I can proudly to say West Covina has most of intern, okay, than any other city. You go to say all the surrounding city, they don't even have an intern.
All right.
We have the most intern, and I force them every week, every 2 weeks in the city council. I want them give me an update how many interns they've hired. Okay, this week.
I see.
So I want all the department. Okay, we all have 4 of a different intern. Okay, have all the young people apply.
I
okay,
see.
and I even every Tuesday meeting with my city manager, I just say, hey, so how's the internship, this and that. So even 2 years already, I still continue to press regarding this first agenda. This is my first agenda.
Oh, it's an ongoing program.
Ongoing. You don't
still
show
now.
As a businessman, you don't show and go. You
see.
shoot, you see it grow, and you always visit. Okay, you
The
make
city
sure.
blank is constantly filled, and then the training schools.
Correct.
the recruiting programs is going on.
It is so important.
Whereas the kids,
it's so important for us to transfer our experience to the young people. And that's one of my major policy. My major policy is education. Not only to how to make city money, but most important thing, how to lay the foundation.
And there's also the side effect of dragging them away from the city problems. I mean, street problems.
No. The street problem is come from after school program. So
I mean, all right, then you drag some of the kids. Make them busy doing the intern job.
Correct.
They do not have the extra time to do.
And the internship is for college students. They already have their major.
I see.
Okay, and they are career-minded. So we want to open up this door for them for their future career. So this is a good way to do it. And regarding take the kid out of the street, that's from my after-school program, shop local after-school program.
That's the second step.
Yeah, this is one of a milestone. Right now, West Covina is the only city in the United States. I can proudly say, okay, has a free after-school program for dancing, singing, performing art for our junior high and high school. And they come out very strong now.
Free after-school program.
Dancing, singing,
that you created as your second step.
Correct. Okay, this is another education I'm strongly emphasize. We have to lay the base. Okay, what is our base? Our children is our base. We're getting old. We're going to fade away. So young people coming up.
They are our future.
So you are using my current power and position. I need to lay the base for my city, and the city is it's this. The city hall. We have all the internship for young people have a chance, and the school after 2-3 o'clock, the school is over. All those junior high, high school students.
And they have extra hours
and parents still busy,
mess around on the streets.
Parents still busy at work, and they are 13, 14, so they are too young to be, too old to be with parents, and too young to by themselves. So in that kind of awkward,
the rebellious age,
very horrible time. I remember my 13, 14, I picked up my first cigarette. So I learned the lesson. How can I have them to not going to go through what I went through? So the best way to do it is create something very interesting for them to willing to stay in the school.
And how do you arrange this big thought with money?
Yeah, and
related to money or unrelated to money?
Correct. This one need money, okay? Because after school program, you need a lot of program, need a lot of teachers, location.
Yeah.
So I cut into the angle. The first thing, I went to the meeting with the school district. I went to a school district, had a meeting with the board members' help. Okay, school board member arranged for me to talk to them. So I talked to the superintendent and a big meeting with them, each of them, and say, I'm going to give you money. I don't have to worry about where's the money coming from. Okay, but you need to let me to give you the money to set up after-school program using your school facility. So you let that school facility become free.
Oh, I see.
So you save 80% of budget, paying the rent, paying the transportation.
So the money comes out of the city.
No, come from I will go through where's the money come from. But the money will give to school district. School district will utilize this fund to go to their junior high, high school, set up the program for the school request. For example, for some junior high and high school, they want mariachi. We are going to give them the funding for mariachi training music class. Okay, and if some want to have a dancing class, or jazz, and their request, and we're going to set up the funding for them.
You have the teachers or the faculties for the program.
That is covered.
They have their classrooms, whatever.
I give
free of use.
Correct. I give the freedom to the school district.
That's a good start already. My dear audience, my lovely audiences. Well, this is really something we're talking about. I don't feel that we're talking about politics. As a matter of fact, it is politics. The politics that we people at the grassroots level would like, right? So with me, my good friend, my big friend, Mr. Tony Wu, council member, mayor of West Covina, is sharing his beautiful thoughts. I'm saying that is not a rocket science. However, in some areas and something really takes a Newton to do it. So stay with us. Hello, Hello, my lovely friends, my dear audiences. Welcome back to the show, you ladies and gentlemen. Especially if you happen to be a citizen of West Covina, though. What a lucky member you are, because you have the kind of leadership that the Western politics is so lack of. With me is a good example which we are dissecting. I'm not cutting him into pieces. I'm trying to see his mind, the mindset, and how a politician can run a city in a business way with a sober-minded philosophy, right? So, and we were at the after-school programs of West Covina School District, right? Okay, now, back to the point. You were talking about you'll save the sources of money later, right? So
Yes.
where do the money come from?
So now the school district agree. They will starting this program. Then I persuade, my city council to have our city to promote this program. So I have a school district. Now they buy in, and they came to give a presentation. So they are going to this program, that program. So we 5-0 approve again. So see, you ask them to approve this. The baby say, oh, they don't want it, this and that. But so you have to play a little bit politics. Have the school, and a member came, and did a presentation. Nobody will say no to the school if they want to do this. So I got 5-0. Next, how I get the money?
Yeah.
It's very simple. It's called a shop local.
Bigger question.
Shop local after school program. So I want the business owner to sponsorship all this program. In return,
Shop local
After-school
school program.
so shop local for our children. Support your after school program. If you
I
see
see.
West Covina, all the dump trucks to pick up your trash, they have a big poster on their dump truck. They say shop local for our children. Support your after-school program. I designed with Ethan, the trash company, for this poster to be on our dump truck. And now every day kind of brainwash people to shop local. And with that, with this shop local, meaning what? Meaning our 120,000 population, they appreciate their children have a free after-school program. They're going to shop local. We're going to promote all the business, donate, sponsor this program like advertisement. So very simple. If you donate $10,000, like McIntyre Square, and they show up, they give the first one $10,000 last year to kind of make this engine start working. The $10,000 is go to miles away because again, school is free, and this $10,000 can give a lot of program, just pay for teachers, for their hours rate, and for that, and we will shop McIntyre Square. Because the McIntyre company give $10,000, and this $10,000, starting, and then the second one we have EDI, your company, they sponsor $10,000. They believe in this too.
Thank you for mentioning that.
Yeah, so we have a second $10,000.
My dear audience, for your information, we EDI, not a bystander.
Yes.
We're in, because for a program like that, we can't help getting in because we know it is good, it will work. We did our part, and our first check went to the city, to the program.
To the school.
Yeah, $10,000.
And then we have a Penske sponsor 5,000, and then we have monthly monk. They sponsor this 5,000 education. So we have all different people, and right now currently we have more than 50,000 into the pot. And now we have 3 major school districts. Covina Unified School District, West Covina Unified School District, and Roland Unified School District, and the South Side. There's totally almost more than 90% of our population. These 3 schools. And these 3 schools right now, all starting with West Covina, then Covina Unified, then Roland Unified. They all have their shop local after school program. They have a free after school program, dancing, singing, performing art for their children, and for our children. So that will keep a lot of children. And I emphasize so many times, I want this resource to give a junior high and a high school, especially junior high, because they don't have too much resource. Especially they are 13, 14, they are changing. And the 30, for 3 hours, 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock, they be maybe roaming on the street, pick up the very bad habit.
Well,
now,
they mess around a lot.
All this, again, I want to emphasize all this resource for the bottom group, not for the elite group on the top. Elite group, they have all the resource. I want the bottom group, not academic savvy, but the kid maybe the school or people give up.
Once again, you're talking about a mechanism.
Yes.
As Ben Wang mentioned, right?
Correct.
As one of the three beautiful M's.
MMM.
Right? The mechanism being that it is the local money,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Going to local program.
Correct.
And it goes to produce good result.
Correct.
And the better environment.
Yes.
No kids messing around on the street.
Nope.
And then the business owners are doing better business.
Correct.
More money created.
Correct.
More money going in.
To school. Yeah.
Better environment produced. And
Everything go
kids
up.
are growing.
Yes. And then thousands of kids will be safe.
Oh man, I love it.
Yeah, thousands of kids, they possible will flip hamburger or become a criminal.
I love it.
Yeah, they will stay because 13, 14 is the base. They are most important time for them don't go to the dark side. Let them to come into develop their talent.
Oh, I heard people say the coupon program. How is the coupon related to the whole thing?
Coupon program has nothing to do with us. Okay, there's other people and doing that thing. Everybody's trying to do something to help, but I'm doing this is with the school, with the city. It's something much bigger. Something this is the entire community. Okay, and that we can have a school become a school program. When become a school program, school can basically doing their and the design for what they lack of. So
I'm your follower.
Yeah.
I shop local.
Yeah, so very important shop local to provide for them. And not only that, those children, 13, 14, maybe not academic savvy like when I was a kid, but they maybe has a lot of talent. Like people know.
Oh, yeah, of course.
People know, I went to film school. I have a master's degree in film. So without that film, I may be a criminal.
Yes, you're right. That is the significance in another layer.
Yes.
Right? In another layer. Okay. Stop messing around on the street is only one. And yet this kid might be talented in
Singing,
enjoying.
dancing, yes.
In singing, in dancing.
And I talked to your president, James. He said we took a West Covina talent show. And we can have a chance for all those children to develop their talent.
Yes.
And they will be, when the children are so proud about themselves, they're not going to be a bad kid. They have a future now.
It could be your next move, you and the James.
Yeah.
West Covina talent show.
West Covina talent show. West Covina got talent.
Yeah.
And then we can at the Lake Square and doing that show have kids to. I start a policy. I have my city working on my suggestion and already implement. We starting now. All the junior high school and even elementary school. We're starting performance at the Lake Square, the crazy ex-girlfriend square every day.
Oh my God!
So what I'm saying is so implement and deliver.
You just mentioned about 5 council members to win the other 2. You got a 3, right?
Yes.
And you have to, you can't discuss under table,
Correct.
anything. However, by looking around what you have done so far, you already got the followers.
Yes.
You already got your colleague agree with your policy,
because they see,
with your concept.
I think they believe in me now. I think they believe I'm trying my best to develop.
And this is also the way you call mechanism.
Yes.
Main one call mechanism.
Yeah.
My dear friend, today with my lovely brother Tony Wu, a council member for West Covina, mayor, rotated. We seem to see something as a role model for Western politics, especially in the way of local politics, right? And he mentioned some of his programs at the start. They started to make sense already. Of course, there are many. And then when we come back, though, we want to shift our focus to your outreach visions, right? Such as the sister city, right? Such as the CAAWC, which is the Chinese American Association of West Covina, that you and James are putting ideas together to build about. Shall we talk about them when we come back? Okay, very good. My dear audience, let's take a short moment now. We'll come back to continue. Hello, dear friends. Welcome back to the show. Our distinguished guest, Mr. Tony Wu, council member of West Covina, is here as my guest, and I feel so proud to have him here to share his wonderful thought. West Covina is a beautiful city. It is more beautiful now because of the efforts of the council members, because of the influence of Tony Wu, and I like his concept, and it really makes some sense. Well, we were at the point of talking about his after-school programs. We were talking about the different phases, the school district phase, the money sources phase, and is there any other phases of this program?
I think this is very important. You lay the base for art, music, appreciation of beauty. For children already enjoying all these things. Next thing will be bringing, film festival, music festival into our city. Our city have to have a culture to sustain for future growth. So not only building all the money and because the big development coming in, with my help, we have a BKK project. BKK project is going to bring in $12 million a year of revenue. The BKK is going to be...
What is BKK?
BKK is our landfill. We were talking about the $3 million, $4 million.
That was closed already,
They were
right?
closed 20 years ago, but nothing get done. But when I get elected, I changed. I got a 3-2 vote. Barely, the majority is I'm going to change the clubhouse into the hotel. For that change into the hotel, because that's the only thing developer, investor will come in, that we can make money. So I changed it to the Grand Hotel, potential Grand Hotel, so I stopped selling. When I, went to any function, I promote West Covina, promote BKK and 5-star hotel. And I got the investor, and now the investor came in last year with due diligence period, possible we're going to sell it to them. They're going to develop a 5-star hotel with recreation park. And
I recall even at the first interview after you were elected, you were talking about the 5-star hotels.
Correct. Yeah, correct. People think I'm dreaming.
You called for it. That time I said, okay, 5-star, okay. It's a word, right?
Yes.
Just a word for it. Now you are calling for it. You are working on it. You have investors already.
Correct. And
the city revenue is right there.
Yes, and this development we're starting with almost $500 million up to the maybe possible $1 billion. And because this is a big land,
and
this is
project.
about 600 acres of landfill. On the top, this is the first phase is about 222 acres. That's untouched. On the top, a challenge of 80 acres of landfill, but 122 acres is a virgin land.
A number, it's a simple number. How much money had the landfill been making to the city as revenue at the time when the landfill was there?
It's $3.5 million.
$3.5 million. How much money are you scheduled or thinking of getting with the Grand Star 5-star hotel?
The 5-star hotel will bring us $3 to $4 million, just the TOT tax.
All right.
Transit occupancy tax. Okay. And then you say, where's another $8 million coming from? Because the proposed is the Santa Anita racetrack. So we're going to put a racetrack, practice racetrack. So we're going to move about 1,400 horses.
In connection with it.
It's a beautiful, like Santa Anita, horse racetrack. The racehorse. And the track is a beautiful track, the modern one. And then they're going to build 1,400 of this old $1 million horses, give them the stable. Each stable, I'm going to charge them $500 a month.
A landfill is overturned. A landfill which was a disaster overturned. And now is a money producer using the same land, creating double amount of the money.
Think about this. 1,400 horses, and their rent is about $10,000 a month. I charge them 5% of boarding fee, and we city keep everything. That's $8 million, and it's very and usual to city charging this TOT or boarding fee. So in that, just for the 1,400 horses, $1 million horses, into our land, we will create $8 million doing nothing, and plus $4 million, of the 5-star hotel, because the people own the racehorse. They're all very rich people. They come over here. They only live in the 5-star hotel. And then since this is a practice track, so meaning what? It's like a park.
There is another aspect people must pay attention to. a 5-star hotel needs 5-star customers. And the 5-star customers carry the 5-star culture.
Correct.
Right? Clothing, expenses, or even their
Correct.
whatever.
They will create a lot of revenue for us.
Okay, and then it's like a chain action.
Yes, it will change. Will change us.
And that will push the city forward.
Correct.
Okay, very
And
good.
then
I have no time. I have to hurry on my.
I know, but my goal, I want to
yeah.
finalize this. The $12 million plus 10 freeway will be 4 or 5 5-star hotels. In the near future, West Covina with culture, see, I build a culture, with all this revenue, we will be an upgrade of Pasadena.
If I want to
East.
invest, I better invest in West Covina.
You have to do it. You better hurry up. Price going up.
Oh, I'll first get money first. All right. Now, I got to move on my next subject, though. Of the CAAWC, the Chinese American Association of West Covina, though, how come at what point you met with James, my boss, James Su, to put the idea together? How did you guys create it?
I think this is a very important, okay, and okay, so even myself, okay, and okay, as an immigrant, okay, and doing this for policy and to change the city. But I want to make an example, especially for the Chinese American, because I'm one of them. And they're all shy, they all don't think about they can change anything. I want to let them understand, you can change a lot of stuff. You can make a difference.
Lack of confidence.
Lack of confidence, when they lack of confidence, and as I've been interviewed by people here, there, especially by the Asian media, and their interview say, how can you do this? Why you want to do this? And I told them this. Yes, I'm a businessman. Now I'm doing this nonprofit because I don't get paid. I don't get paid a couple $100s. And most of the money I basically donate out. Okay, so for me to have this job, I lose revenue rather than making a dime or anything. But the point is this, the life is not just making money. Life is make a legacy, make a difference. Before I kaput, in my middle or late of my life, I need to make a difference. When I have this opportunity, when I have this power, I want to make a difference before I gone. So for that, this thing, I can really make a difference and make an example not only for my family, but for the people, they see me, they say, if he can do this, I can do better than him.
All right, good.
So that's why I always went to school, high school, the council, youth council. I always kind of make a speech for them and say, look at me. If I can stand in front of you and making a speech and become somebody, you guys can do much better than me.
Yes, we can.
Yes,
right?
we can.
Yes,
so
we can,
something to Asian, Chinese American community, and that is very important. And it's very difficult to put them together because we have all the Chinese American come from different places.
Now, the way I see is that you are a role model. My boss, James Su, is a role model too. And he's really creating a very big business vision. So now, if you guys put together these efforts, you guys are duplicating you yourself into several Tony Wu, several James Su.
Why I like James Su so much? Because he emphasized art, music, and education. That's exactly
what the beauty of life.
Correct. That's exactly my agenda. That's exactly my policy. So that's why
And you have a film major.
I have a film major.
He has a film major too.
Correct. So we all have a film love. We all love film. So for that, we all have a similar vision, but we go into different route. I went to politics, and he went to the mass media. But the thing is, so when we talk about this, and he beginning he a little bit hesitate because we have so many of different Chinese American living in West Covina. How to put them together? But he has a vision too. We need to unite all the Chinese American in West Covina and to have this group. So that's why I put my group together. He put his group together, and we put a thing. And then right now, on March 3rd, we are going to have established banquet. I think this will be one of the
Chinese American Association of West Covina, the establishment party is March the 3rd.
And South Hill Country Club.
Country Club, South Hill.
Yes.
South Hill Country Club.
And as that place only can put maybe 25, 27 table. Right now, unbelievably, we have a more than 25, 27 tables. It's like suddenly everybody want to join us. Okay, and people, and I have my congresswoman.
The echo is bigger than you thought.
Yes, and I have a congresswoman, Grace Napolitano. Our district will fly from Washington to attend this event.
All right, very good. What a
You can see now, Chinese American, we have the voice. The thing is that you have to do something to be respected.
All right.
And people will come and see you.
I see double vision, I see triple vision, I see multiple vision of Tony Wu, of James Su, you guys duplicating yourself, right? And thanks for the efforts of the wonderful people that we have, such as my boss, my friend, James Su, and such as my city council member, Mr. Tony Wu, that this city has not only those heroes, and the city has an organization, once again, the mechanism, right, of pushing together, function while we can, and we build up the city, we leave a legacy, we go on and on and on and on, right? So my dear friends, we're over time. We're way, way over time. But you know, is it worth it? It is very worth it, all right? My dear friend, with me, my dear beloved council member, Tony Wu, a role model for everybody, a role model. Oh yeah, people call you Trump of West Covina, right?
No.
Trump West
Covina. They call me a mover and shaker.
Yeah, dye your hair. All right, okay. All right, see you next time.